Mr. and Mrs. Gunn, do I have your permission to record this?
Yes.
You do.
As I understand it, you are going to go to trial on June 3rd at 1:30 p.m. in Montrose County in Colorado.
Yes, we are.
Yes.
And what does this pertain to?
What's supposed to have been a trespassing, it ended up water rights. We have been told that we did not have nothing but rainwater. We have decrees for a foot of water. We are locked down right at the present time to a quarter of a foot. And the water commissioner, Luke, says we do not have any more than a quarter of a foot of water that he has to give us. The other 3/4 foot is not good or something. I don't know what, he's had about 5 or 6 different excuses. So we've been over 2.5 years on water court trying to find out why the decrees are no good when they have been good since 1977. We do not understand all of it and cannot find no straight answers from anyone around here.
He has a court order, 2002, on this foot of water. And they said the court order was no good. And now he's locked down to a quarter of a foot of water.
And I understand you have livestock that you need to water.
Yes, and we have been locked out of water to where we didn't even have stock water for our heifers and bulls and what have you.
We have no water, but the neighbors has got more shares of water. And last year I got pictures of our water that they gave to the neighbors running down the county road.
And have you talked to the Water Commission Board of Colorado?
Yes, even into Denver and Montrose both. And all we get is a runaround. We cannot get no straight answers out of them.
And the Attorney General said that one of his people in their office said this court order was no good. And it went through court and was stamped.
And do you have your water rights in Denver as filed?
They are supposed to be filed. They have been filed with the water court in Montrose and everything as far as I know.
And you have no water to water your livestock and no water to water your pasture land?
At times, yes. Right now we have a quarter of a foot, but we are supposed to be having more by the water rights and decrees and things that we have. We had a ditch for 35 years that we have been locked out of, that we have used, cleaned, and everything else, and we cannot understand why we do not have the ditch after 35 years. I wish somebody could tell me.
And as I know, you went to court today and they said if you didn't sign these papers, you were going to have to go to trial.
Yes, we're supposed to have to go to trial, but they postponed it till June the 3rd, and they're wanting to drop the charges now. But
it's been 2.5 years on a trespassing with a court order.
And we didn't, at the day of the trespassing ticket, we did not even have stock water. We had to move the cattle across the road to get them watered.
And it took the cops all day long and 2 separate cops to give him a ticket. Montrose Sheriff's Office.
As you both know, I showed up at court today with you, and I was not allowed in court with my camera. So I sat outside and I talked to your lawyer.
Yes.
And me personally, I would advise you to get all records of every court proceedings that you own, because your paperwork shows that you own these things.
We understand.
You own these water rights, you own this land.
Yes.
Mrs. Gunn, do you also own spring wells water across your property that has been filed on also, don't you?
Yes.
On the property across the county road, we have a 1/2 foot of water filed on from springs, and it's called Gun 1, 2, and 3. And it is spring water. It is not water users' water, it is spring water.
And they've locked you out of this too?
No, we have it, but they mess with it to where at times we don't have all of it. They mess around with it and send it down different draws and stuff.
Where it's not supposed to go.
Where it's illegally transferred.
That is all I needed to know. Thank you both so
Thank-
much.
Thank you.